We're live at the bike, and if you know anything about Will Kassouf, you know this guy likes to mess around with his opponents. He's known for table talk.
Take your time, no rush, Dylan. Take your time. We don't want to make mistakes. Please, Ali, and nice. Thank you.
And also, he's a magnet for controversy.
What he's doing to me is verbal abuse.
You're not even gaining any information. He's
what
not
you're
talking
doing
to you.
is verbal abuse. You're a bully, it's rude, it's mean.
Not everyone loves him. Luckily for Kassouf and his table mates, this session is lower stakes and much more relaxed. In this hand from Live at the Bike, Will is about to see the stars align and get a very rare opportunity. Almost everyone at the table pays to see a flop.
California. I'm just gonna go there to play cash. Gonna be playing.
And Derek, oh my god, what a hand. Will has quads and Derek has eights full.
How should I play quads, guys?
Wow, what a flop. Will is going to cooler Derek hard here.
65.
And what a flop it is. Will immediately asked the table what he should do with quads. There's no way he would ask that if he really had quads, right? The chances are too slim, and this is Will Kassouf, the king of edgy table talk. He can't be that lucky. The worst hand at the table bets, and Will is loving the action. If he knew that Derek to his left had flopped top boat, he'd be even more pleased. This is wild. He's telling everyone what he's up to, and even called out eights full, which another player actually has. Do you think anyone suspects he has 4 6s right now? Will is going to milk this moment for all it's worth. Let's be honest, it's hard to give him credit for a strong hand. Obviously he raises it up from 60 to 225, but is Derek also going to raise? What a life. You've got quads. You've been raised by Derek, and nobody thinks you have quads. What do you think? Does Derek already know he's beaten?
I think. There's no time limit for slow roll, guys, no?
Do it for the thing.
Right, tell me guys when I should call with quads.
Now.
Now's a good time?
Now.
No, I don't. We're gonna have a vote. When's a good time?
3, 2, 1.
Should I call with now? Now? Wayne, you gotta say.
Like 7 more seconds.
7 more seconds, right.
I say he folds in 5 seconds.
3,
You folds by?
2, he folds in 5.
Call now?
No,
Fuck it, I'll
stop.
call. What you got? I'll call. I wanna see your hand.
The table is slowly beginning to understand what cards Will has. Hopefully Derek is mentally prepared for this.
Show me your hand. I called. Show me your hand.
I folded.
What's he got? He's got eights full. Wait, we're gonna make magic, Brian. You see? In England, we make this kind of magic. It's called white magic. Only on Wednesdays.
Only
And we say,
on Wednesday.
I don't want to slow rolling, but Brian, turn over the 6 of spades for the magic show, please. This is hilarious. Show him the 6 of spades, but don't slow roll him, Brian. Show him. No, you show him. Wait, you slow roll. I don't want to show him. Who wants slow? Who wants slow roll him? Slow roll him. Oh yes! Yes! No! No! Oh no! Not the 6 of spades. Are you kidding me? You folded.
This 1 in a million cooler brought us what may be the world's greatest slow roll, but for the player in this next hand, being a bit slower could have definitely helped. This next hand is a head scratcher and jaw dropper all rolled into one. Skull Mike raised it up pre-flop, and he's semi-bluffing on the flop too. That is gonna call the $75 bet. Now, what card does Mike want to see on the turn?
Spoke to anybody.
Hey, Amy.
You're good, yeah. You're good.
In Italy, it happens all the time.
Tom Hughes says Brad Owen for the win. Is that a prediction?
I'm hoping.
Mike gets a gift from the poker gods, making the nut straight on the turn. Looks like he wants a little more value from Mr. Dat. This would be a brave call, but not the wildest thing we've seen on this channel. What happens next might be, though.
Different point in my life where a significant
Makes the call with ace high.
was all I
7
had,
high.
Yeah.
probably.
He's got the nuts.
Oh my God.
Wait,
Oh my-
what is he doing?
Right here. This is the moment when Mike realizes he had the nut straight. This is the face of a man who just gave away over 1.3K. This can easily happen during long sessions, but this next hand costs way more than $1,300. The wine and whiskey are flowing, everyone's chatty, but something strange is about to happen here. Harry accidentally flipped over his card, the 8 of diamonds. You probably don't know Harry, but this guy doesn't like to fold, especially a nice suited connector in a multi-way pot. Even though the whole table knows one of his cards, he's not mucking yet. Harry actually has a draw, and you know he will be praying for a 4 or a 9 on the turn, but to be there, he's gonna have to call some bets. What a spot. Andrew has a set of 3s, AJ has an overpair, and Harry is drawing to a straight. Let's go to the turn.
The fucking Mirage in Vegas right now.
Deuce of spade is the safest card in the deck almost for Andrew. 6-4 was already a straight. 5-4 is the only hand that got there on the turn. Andrew's in his head thinking, fuck yes. He's counting the money right now. 5,000 in the pot for the last hand of the day.
8-6 is not doing so well on the turn, and Andrew is going to start betting now. What is Mr. Card Exposed going to do?
They're all trying to figure out what Harry has because he has an 8 exposed. He's mad. He's getting a good price, too.
You need me on the roll. You want me.
Andrews is like beyond ecstatic right now. It's the last hand of the day. He's already up 8K. If Harry calls here and the river rolls off at 9, that would be so sick.
Andrew's thinking, what could you possibly have? Pocket 8s, 8-7, 8-6. This is a confusing spot, but it's hard to feel threatened when you have a set in this spot. If Harry had 8-4 for some reason, he just got there. Do you think that is worrying Andrew?
Oh, he has 6K behind still here. So oh! Oh, he had like 8K behind or 6K behind still here. There was more money behind for Andrew. He had a lot more to risk here. And he bet really small on the river. He bet 600. And Harry went all in. And now Andrew has a lot to lose. He's an 8 exposed, but he could have 8-4 here. I mean, it really doesn't make any sense, though, if he had 8-4. But 8-4 turned double gutted. The 6 and the ace makes a straight. Oh, my God. I don't believe he folds. This would be the sickest. It's an 8 of diamonds exposed. He bets 600. And Harry shows him the 8 again.
8 high.
8 high.
It takes guts to tell your opponent you have nothing, but that's what Harry is doing. Andrew actually has about 5,000 more at risk, so this isn't a snap call. Will Harry's ballsy bluff work out with a card exposed?
Oh, he calls. He called. He said, fuck it, I call. I call. No good. Almost for Harry here.
How much?
Almost. Wow. That was fucking sick. That was sick. Andrew finds the hero call and wins a $22,000 pot.
Harry almost got the bluff through, but Andrew was too strong. But in the next clip, both players are way too strong, and it's going to cost one of them dearly. An older Party Poker live hand beat the odds and created a 1 in a million moment. Andrew Roble is up against Toby Lewis, and both have premium hands. There's a raise from Lewis and a call from Roble, plus Timoshenko with his pocket deuces. Everything is normal so far.
All 3 players have pairs. That's something you don't see very often. Pre-flop.
Button in the blinds.
Oh! It's come queen,
full
queen,
house.
9.
Oh my God.
Goodbye, Andrew Roble.
Roble loves his hand, loves the board, but isn't going to walk away a winner. Still, there's a chance he could get away from this, right? He shouldn't raise, but that's exactly what he does. The guys are all right about this one. However, it's going to work out perfectly for Toby. Everything is backwards in this hand. The guy with the nuts fast plays while the weaker hand is slow playing. It's almost tough to watch. Would you bet quads here? Most players would be too scared of making their opponent fold, but Lewis seems to know his customer. Roble flat calls again, thinking that he's miles ahead. Maybe Lewis has a queen, he hopes, but 2. He's not guessing that in a million years.
The only thing would make it worse if a 9 comes up on the river.
Right.
Oh my God!
That was sick!
This cooler just became even crazier with that 4th 9 coming on the river. Seems like Roble is destined to go broke thanks to this disastrous run of cards.
Well, he's moved all in and quickly called and let Roble turn up his hand first. 4 9s against 4 queens. Look at Timoshenko's face.
Look at Toby Lewis. Look at Timoshenko. Look at Timoshenko. Look at Timoshenko.
Roble's stunned, the other players are stunned, and that might just be one of the worst beats we've ever seen. Actually, the next clip might be even worse. A big game at Hustler Casino Live brings our next 1 in a million poker moment. The game is 100/200ths with an ante, and Mariano opens the action. Charles 3-bets the 8, 7 of hearts, and Mariano raises again to $9,000.
Andy may be considering something.
Good call.
He just calls. $27,000 in the pot. Diamonds are cheap. Do we get a potential diamond flop? Oh, no! You gotta be kidding me! We've got a straight flush against a nut flush.
Anytime you have a straight flush, you want your opponent to have the nut flush. That way you can actually get some value. After the check, check, check on the flop, Mariano fires $8,000 into the middle. He's got to start building this pot up. Yep, that's got to be one of the best feelings in the world. Not many of us know it.
Board does not pair.
And that diamond changes absolutely nothing. Andy knows he is only beat by 10, 8 of diamonds or king 10 of diamonds, and those are so unlikely that he is barely worried at this point. Mariano could be calling the turn with a set of queens or lots of other hands.
And Andy just bets $120,000. Mariano moves all in. Andy calls and shows him the ace.
Oh my god.
Mariano didn't even wait more than 10 seconds before shoving all in. Andy and the table are stunned. After losing with the nut flush, Andy is going to do a couple laps of the building to cool off. Would you have folded? And another question, would you ever do what this next player does? David Fishman is a math teacher who made it onto a huge game with professional players, and he's actually up a ton of money. Perhaps that's why he does what he does in this hand.
Aces for the cannon. Still aces.
You can't make this stuff up. Let's see if he makes the raise.
He's thinking of set pedaling, boys.
Nice call, Lock.
He's thinking.
Throws him away.
What?
If you did this in your home game with friends, they'd never stop making fun of you. It must be nice to be able to see the future. David Fishman narrowly misses losing a ton of cash to Phil Lock. He would have been almost drawing dead on this flop. How did he know? David must be feeling like a genius after seeing those cards, but nowhere near as good as this player. In this EPT Barcelona hand, one player is about to look like a genius, but not in the way you think. Rijkaard raises it up with pocket kings, as any self-respecting poker player should. He's going to get looked up by Olivier Busquet, who's got a reasonable hand. Ace deuce of spades. Of course, Rijkaard snap calls when it gets back to him. This is when you pray with all your might for one of those aces to hit the table. Yeah, that's not it. Rijkaard gets one of the best flops in the world, while Busquet's hopes and dreams get obliterated. It would be great television. He's not wrong about that.
Busquet needs another ace to survive.
And it is another ace. So you're saying there's a chance? Unbelievable.
He looks composed on the outside, but on the inside, this is what he's thinking. What makes this moment even more spectacular is that Busquet went on to win the whole tournament. Does that win the award for best poker comeback ever? It might, but it definitely isn't the most outrageous play we've ever seen at the poker table. In this video though, you'll be sure to see the craziest, most outrageous plays of all time, and I guarantee you'll be amazed.